Well, good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning, and beautiful morning, about 65, 68 degrees out. A little foggy in the valley, as you can see. You can't see any of the hills over there. A little foggy here, not bad. Ah, I got some treasures I brought home. This here I'm actually going to give to a friend, I'm pretty sure, if he can use it. Good friend of mine passed away about a year ago or so, and this was some of his creations, not creations, dreams, I guess I should say. And put it all in a nutshell, he took some of that real bad arthritis medicine because he had bad arthritis, and they say in some of those things, you know, can cause certain cancers. Well, if you're going to take that shit, take it seriously, because it filled him full of cancer in no time. And anyway, sad story. But this is the treasure I brought home yesterday. This is a scrag mill, what's left of it. Now, he had cut up and junked all of the actual log handling apparatus. Don't know what his plans were for this. I do know that that cat over there used to power this, and from what I understand, back 30 years ago he actually operated it. And I guess it was right around in the 80s or so when we had that recession and he couldn't hardly make a living at it. I don't know the real deal, but anyway, probably just too small, couldn't get over the hump, you know how that is. But I'm pretty sure, I know he told me that he operated it. Whether or not he owned it when he operated it, I'm not sure. I'm not really 100%, but I loaded this with that 5410, and it's way more than the 5410 can handle. It'll pick up one side of it fine, but it will not even begin to pick it up. So Bruce had all this stuff loosened up. He was going to take this top off. It's just sitting there. So I'm going to pick this off today, and then I'm going to loosen up the belt idlers, see if I can slide them belts off, and I'm going to pick the carriages off, because as you can see, he's already got the lead screws unhooked. I think there's only one lead screw that's on it. I don't know what he did with the rest of them. It'd kind of be a handy unit, you know, if you had them, because they're pretty nice. They're all sealed and greased, and this is the only one that I have, and the rest of them are all gone. So I don't know where they went. You know, there's not even any rust in there. It's too bad that they got misplaced. But anyway, yeah, that's my treasure I brought home yesterday. Big, real big wheels on the carriage here. They're like 2 inches wide, cast iron. And I'll show you the other side. The other side runs, instead of running on a V, it actually runs on a hex. Look at that piece of hex bar right there. I guess you can see it right there. Yeah, that's like a 2-inch hex welded down. And of course, you can see right here, there's your bevels to keep it lined up. And yeah, pretty neat. A bunch of material to build with. That's basically what I'm going to use it for. I've been wanting to build a real nice bandsaw, a big one. You know, I got my outside wheels of the carriage already made. All I got to do is make the upward frame, and you know, yeah, a lot of neat stuff here. Nice flat belt pulleys too. That's something that a guy, those are flat because they're made as you walk this back and forth, the belts self-align. But if a guy wanted to, you could put that in a lathe awful easy and just turn that down a little bit, and he could make a crown on it. But yeah, a lot of neat steel. We'll see if we can't get it apart today. You know, some of it can unbolt, some of it broke off. I broke the front piece off here. Wasn't much of a weld. I was lifting on this piece and it broke off, but you know. So anyway, that's my treasure. We'll get it apart later and look at it. I do know that all these gearboxes are all good. So there's not a lot of reduction in them, but they are good. And that must have turned quite fast, I would say. Yeah, the belt's right there that ran it. Looks like brand new. Strange. I don't know if those blades are 36s. Shank and a bit's gone out of that one. Yeah, he hit something there. I might have hit that shit too with the forks. Trying to get this thing loaded. I had a hard time with it. Yeah, I probably reached in there and tagged that. See if that's a fresh brake. No. That's an old brake, so I didn't get it. But it doesn't mean they didn't get it when they moved it. I don't know what condition the blades are in. They're supposed to be good, but I'll knock the nuts off. And I'll probably actually pick off this side with the blade on it so I can get to the nut, and then I'll knock the nut off, take the blade off, hang them up in the building so they don't get ruined. And then I can set this down on the ground without anything getting hurt. Do the same with the other side. I'm gonna let you go, I'm just rambling. Anyway, we'll see you later. We're gonna go make a corner on me and Carol. And yeah, when we get back, this is my project. Well, we got the first piece of the puzzle done. Got the cover off. Gonna take it over here someplace and lay it down out of the way. Now, as you can see, those are multiple V belts, 3 to a belt. I'm gonna try to loosen up this idler right here and get these loose enough that I can save them. I don't want to ruin them if I can help it. Those are worth a lot of money. And I could see a future use for them maybe as a project. So anyway, I'll loosen that up. I'll bring you back. We'll see what kind of luck we have. So we got that one picked off. The only thing holding it down is gravity and the 2 belts. So I loosened up all the idlers, and the belts are still too tight. The only way that I could do it was I picked it up with the forks and brought it over this side of the track, and that allowed the belts to get loose. Probably have to do the same thing on that one. And I may take this on the trailer and swing this around so I can drive in under the back side, because that's probably the only way I can do it. But I don't, yeah, the track doesn't continue, so I can't. Yeah, that had to do something with the log carrying mechanism, I would assume. Yeah, this must have ran on a bottom track instead of the top track, but I'm not really sure what this thing had for a setup. Never seen a picture of it. So anyway, it's got guides front and back on this, which I've never seen on a mill before. So I'm gonna go get me a 9/16, pop these off, big adjustable. That may even be the same size as a bell saw, I'm not sure. Bring out my hammer wrench. We'll see if we can get that blade off. Well, we did have to use heat to get the blades off, but we got them off. Actually had a friend show up, got on the end of the pipe there. He's a little bigger than I am, so yeah, got 2 nice 42-inch blades. Not sure what they're hammered for RPM, but this one is not hammered for a bell saw. This one goes the wrong way. In this other one here on the back, this one here is hammered the right direction for the bell saw. This here is the board side on the back side, and this one here, I gotta think here which side was which. Yeah, the board side is this one, so it's the wrong way. I gotta mark those, which side was the board side, so I'll know what goes where. But anyway, yeah, we got her done. That's kind of a neat set of guides. You loosen up, put a square drive in there, run that back and forth. They got a combination. This one here has got all nylon. The other one had some wood in a couple of them and nylon in a couple of them. So I figured I'd show you this too. I got those pipes out, the shafts out. Had to cut them and then twist them with a pipe wrench and drive them out. But I got some new shafts. I'll put them in, and we'll have this old girl so it will turn over. Because right now the other side here turns over all right. That side was never stuck. So anyway, I think she's gonna come to it. We just got to put a couple of shafts over here. I also, on this particular side here, the bearings are real good. There's no noise or anything. So this is kind of a plus. The other side, one of the two bearings is seized up. Or partially seized up. So anyway, we'll go drop this one off down back. With those two actual saw heads off, I can actually pick this thing up and lug it. Makes it kind of handy.